it, and the A's have won it. 3 consecutive years in the postseason for the Oakland A's.
And again the 2-2. Popped him up.
Well, the clear skies tell only part of the story. It is, as usual, a hot afternoon here at Chase Field. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller. Here's the first offering. Oh, he shoots this one on into center field for a base hit. Full count pitch on its way. Runner goes for second. Taken for strike 3. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Chris Miller. And the pitch. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Davis will wait on it. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Chris Miller.
You want to throw up a 0, come back in and see if they can't get you some more.
He makes good contact on it as this is going to make its way through into left field for a base hit. And a good throw will wind up. Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that things off here in the top of the 6th. Now another 1-2. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. And he will run this one down, moving to Chris Miller. Here's the first pitch. This is sharply hit to the right side, and with the first baseman holding, that finds a hole. It's a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow! 1 run scores. Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and this is lined into right center field. That's a base hit. And that could be a big insurance run here as that pushes the lead to 2 here in the top of the 9th.
To the plate, and Howie is gunned down. What an unbelievable throw by Yoenis Cespedes.
With everyone standing at Dodger Stadium, Kershaw pitches. Carpenter swings and hits a drive. Right center field. It's in the gap. And
from the city of brotherly love, MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. He's got it well into right field. Throw gets him there from short right. Chris Miller. Ready now on 1-1. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as well.
Guys, he's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Hit pretty well as this is out toward deep center. Miller is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out a Chris Miller.
Being selective, and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
And that misses. Ball. Pause. Now the pitch. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that in. Chris Miller.
So tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
2-2 pitch is hit in the air out to left. Oliveros is under this one, and that's out number 2.
I'll just lay it in there. You know, in the end, they get them right down the middle. And I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there.
20 feet from home plate, hauls it in. What a great catch by Aaron Hicks. Salvador Perez, the 2-2. Popped up, Sandoval.
Time for baseball on the show as we get you set for baseball at a place they call. And as we close in on first pitch, there you get a look at the starting lineups this afternoon. Chris Miller. 2-2. Swung on and lifted down the left field line. And he will make the nice running catch out there as he had to travel a long distance to Chris Miller. We'll get a shot here in a base.
Got a shot to push that lead out even further if he can come through here.
Out in front, but this is skied into straightaway right. Kent is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out Chris Miller. Here's Wheeler on 1-1. In the air to right center. Haig will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Chris Miller
behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. Kent is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Here it comes. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away.
Another very good performance. Good enough to most likely.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning.
By a former football player, that looked like he was heading into the secondary and evaded the free safety. And the pitch.
From the city of brotherly love, MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller, scoreless ball game. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
And you know, the little things have been a recurring theme on that. Has certainly been the case these last few games.
And this is lifted the other way to left center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Just an outstanding play out there by the outfielder, and the guy who appreciates it more than anybody is the pitcher, because if that drops in, you're looking at some trouble.
Here comes the 1-2. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that. He's ready now, the pitch. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Miller is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great. Chris Miller.
Those guys have really thrown the ball well.
And it looked like he jammed him that time a bit as it's hit in the air to center field. Haig is there, 2 gone. Chris Miller.
Off balance, and you're letting your defense help you. You don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
You can't.
Pause, now the pitch. Runner goes for second. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Miller will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Chris Miller step in now in a big 2-2. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. So 1 swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Number 11 for him on the season as they take the lead 4-3.
Talk about capping off a comeback in style. We ain't gonna have to look far to find the biggest at-bat of this ball game. There it is right there. A grand slam that gives them the lead here in the late going.
Well, runs at something of a premium here in this matchup, so it doesn't make it quite as hard to find our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but definitely made it count. Big
Run homer for Matt Adams. 3-2 Cardinals in a magical 7th inning.
And again the 2-2. Popped him up.
Time for baseball on the show as we get you set for baseball at a place they call. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris, the next 3-2. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now. Here's another 2-2. Running yet again for second. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. And the run is in to score as they'll grab the lead here 2-1. And they won't come close to getting him.
Until he found the one he could do something with, and it finally comes right here on pitch number 9 as he drives it for an RBI single.
One there. On to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. Pitch. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Miller will get there, and he puts it away to retire the. Here's the first offering. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
That pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so
tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one, and now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
And that misses for Chris. Now here's the first pitch. Oh, and he takes this one to the opposite field. High and deep to left center. And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it. And the runner will score from second. And he will score as well. Second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
And that one is out of here. Planted into the right field. Chris Miller will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Ready now on 1-1. And this is hit well towards the hole. Look at the stop. Throw from a knee is too late, and that will be an infield. Time to hand out Topps Player of the Game honors for this one, and guys, I think we can all agree that this fella right here deserves it more than anybody that took the field in this one.
Yeah, maybe a little disappointing that he could.
Beckett, for the 21st time in Dodger history, a no-hitter. The 11th no-hitter in Los Angeles Dodger history. The first since Hideo Nomo in 1996. Josh Beckett, a
drive. Right center field. It's in the gap, and it's down off the wall. Molina scores. Adams scores. Jay scores. Carpenter. He scores 3 with a double to right center, and the